Farringdon was your spot, right?
Oh, I love Farringdon.
Yeah.
Once I discovered how to get into Farringdon and paint Farringdon, I don't think I ever went to another yard again. It's just like,
Which is a blessing and a curse in this game. It's
yeah,
like...
I mean, I loved it. It was like, well, you just jump on a bus and I'm there.
Yeah.
And we were kind of, New Wave were kind of Islington Angel based. As much as we all came from the north of the borough, some of us, like me and Shu, Carl 138 when he was in it, and when he was in it. It was kind of centred around the Angel. In fact, we'd go around Noisy's house on a Friday and we'd shoot pool and that because he had a pool table in his kitchen, which was great.
Mad.
Yeah.
That's...
And we had, all the buses going up and down the way road and we were all bus bombers. But Farringdon was just so local, you could walk there. So you didn't have that whole thing of travelling through the transport system or on the transport system with bags of paint, getting off either at the stop where the yard was or the stop before or the stop after, and just looking suspicious with young boy or young man with rucksack, youth, looking suspicious, and everyone, was b-boyed up one way or another. You weren't just kind of the rest of the fashions that were going on. You were slightly different. You either had fat laces or loose laces or no trainers tied up or a belt buckle or a hoodie, things that people weren't really wearing then, I guess.
Was the attitude of that? Was the attitude of like the fashion, the music, the art form, was it as aggressive as Graff was? You could see it all as one organism of a
we got it all together. We got the whole thing all together. I mean, I know that, so kind of from that generation, I wouldn't like to speak to everyone, but kind of everyone I knew got the whole hip hop package in one. They liked the music. They knew people who did breaking. Yeah. They certainly couldn't be rappers. Yeah. So they thought, or they were artistic. So they went and started writing. And also writing was, what did you need? You didn't need no money. You didn't need to go and buy no records. You didn't need to go and buy no turntable, no nothing. You went out and everything you needed for what you were doing, you stole.
Yeah.
It was all free. The old 5-finger discount. Yeah. Right, I left that. Okay, well, this shop's no good, but I'll go to another one. There's 1,000 shops, no CCTV. Or if the CCTV was there, it was so grainy. It'd be like looking at a picture from the 1900s, like the early turn of the century. Like, what is that? Who is that? Is that even a real person? Yeah. And everything was on show. Shops got wised up quite quickly because, what's the shop on? It was on Tottenham Court Road. They went from having their buntlack at ground level on the bottom shelf to the top shelf within kind of 6 months.
They got the memo then.
Well, yeah, because it was just going missing. And London got quite hot quickly. And then you went out of London. But there was still, legendary paint shops like the Stockwell Motors. Generations of writers have been through there.
Mad.
And you just think, hold on, it was hot when we were going there.
And it's still just turning.
And people still get, you'd have, if I owned that shop, I'd have an armed guard at the door. Anyone who went in below the age of 25, I'd be like, right, up and down. And I'm following them around the shop. But people still went in there and still got paint. I did. And I know loads of people. And I know generations, or even half a generation, because writers' generations are not like generations of the rest of society. We were old hat, probably New Wave, probably old hat by the early 90s when DDS were just kicking in. But that's not a generation.
No, it's right.
It's kind of another wave.
It's just like and the next, like you say, the next wave.
Yeah, it's not really a generation.
No,
because it's not like they were 10 years older. They were like 3 or 4 years older, maybe, than some of them. But Graff was quite all-encompassing. No one. Well, I say no one. Not many people had jobs, so we're all unemployed. So your full-time job was going out, racking your paint, racking your tools, going out on the line, bombing the line, going yards. It was a full-time occupation. So a lot of people who were really early writers got burnt out quite quickly. So really, if I think about it, to last till kind of the early 90s was good going, from sort of 85, 86 to 91,
that is
92.
good going.
It's just like, and you're getting, and the more you get nicked, the
more
more
career span.
Well, yeah, some people have been married for that. Like, you think, God.
And divorced.
Well, yeah, married, divorced, and like, what happened? So, and also, at the end of our time, or the end of my time, CCTV was getting better.